guys are ready to walk, I am definitely ready to get out there and hoof it, as they say, or book it. Well, I'm not really going to be booking it because I'm not walking fast. Ooh, you can definitely see the blue in my hair now. Haha, check that out, y'all. More in my scalp, I think, than my hair. I did bleach out my hair, the top of it, to get like the blue effect. Um, like I said, it's more on the scalp than the hair. Ugh, I tried. I really did try. I like blue. I like having blue hair. I don't know. I'm weird like that. Maybe I'm part Smurf. I honestly have no idea. Hey, Patty White. Good morning. But anyway, I'm covering it up with my hat because if it's sunny out, I don't want to have sun in my eyes. It bothers me. It's not real good for your eyesight, I don't think, to have sun glaring in it, anyways. Oh, Sunshine Baby. Hello. Hi, Storyteller. How are you? Good to see everybody this morning. Yes, yes. Man, I was just in my living room thinking about people that say they're going to do something and then they don't show up to do it, like how I might have been like in the past. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go live on this day or that day, and it never happens. That is so not me anymore. I'm so goal driven. Ooh, wow. If I say there's a walk and talk Tuesday, Tuesday comes. Oh, guess what? Time to walk and talk. So here I am. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad you are too. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, I'm spitting while I talk. Sorry about that. Mm. Even the saliva glands, salivary glands are waking up with me. That's good because I can digest my healthy food later easier. Is it easier or more easily? I'm not sure. Well, whatever. Oh my goodness. So yesterday was 2 job interviews. One was retail, the other was in my field. The retail one could only offer me 15 hours a week. And the one in my field can offer me lots of hours. A lot of hours. But also a lot of very intense training, which I'm up for. All good. Just waiting to hear back and see if they're going to hire me or not. And give me a chance. That would be nice. I was told by the lady that was interviewing me, she said, I don't know why you haven't gotten a job yet. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, you have a master's degree. You should already be working in your field in some capacity. I said, I know, but my college, which I don't have a problem mentioning, Kaplan, did not offer externships, internships. She said she had never heard of a externship. I said, well, I guess do one for me. So that's too bad. She said, but regardless, you could still be working in some field of psychology. I said, I did not know that. I said, well, I was a life coach for a while. She goes, no, I mean like in a clinic or that type of setting. I said, I didn't know that. She goes, yeah. She goes, I'm really shocked that blankety blank business hasn't hired you yet. There's no reason why they shouldn't. I said, well, I'm also, when I went to school, I wasn't KCAP accredited. She said, that doesn't matter. There are people working with bachelor degrees right now, and you have a master's. You should be working in your field. So, well, I have applied many places. I named all the places. She goes, I'm really shocked. I don't understand. She goes, I'm interviewing you. You're articulate. You're very skilled. You're intelligent. You said that you're good with, writing and communication. You should be working in your field. Okay. She said, don't sell yourself short. Don't give up. She said, if we don't hire you, we pass your application on to our sister company, blankety blank, and maybe you'll get a job there in like a different type of setting. I said, oh, okay. She said, so don't get discouraged. You should have your job. Okay, well, that's good. I said, I'm almost 57 years old. It would be really nice before I pass on to my great reward if I could be who I was trained to be, instead of settling for the retail jobs and it's not about the pay, y'all. That's what everybody says. Oh, well, like, there's people in my family that it's all about the money. And it's because they have like nice houses and drive around in fancy cars, and that's all good. More power to them. I want a job I love and a job where I'm helping people in their life. Thank you, storyteller. I really appreciate your prayers very much. So it's not about the money so much as it is about who am I helping and do I enjoy the job so it doesn't feel like work every day. It feels like something exciting that I get to go to and get to do, you know? So, anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I have learned, by the way, on a different note, that the powers that be watch my channel so they can later go on live streams and talk about it and talk about me. Ooh, does that bother me? Nope, could care less. I don't care because I have learned not to say things I don't want broadcast elsewhere. Problem solved. Look how short my sides are. Did you ever think I'd go that short in a haircut? Here, I'll show you. It's shaved, y'all. Shaved. Ugh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't say that I'll never grow my hair long, but today is not the day. This is not the time. It's so much easier to take care of my hair having it short. As soon as I grow it long, it's all a scraggly, frizzy mess. It's because of our water. It's not because of me or anything I'm doing. It's because I have nasty, hard well water. And if I'm going to be working a job, like, as I call it, a classy job, I do not want to have unkempt hair. That will really bother me. It's not about image. It's just about feeling good about myself. And not having to always think, ugh, my hair looks yucky today, you know? So, anyway, like I said, I know that the powers that be on YouTube like to make videos. And although their video isn't totally about me, like I haven't had any spoof videos made about me or smearing videos, which has been nice. The videos they make, they have to talk about everything I say. Oh yes, Dee Dee said blah, 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 and then she said this, and nobody cares. Dee Dee is not that popular on YouTube anymore to be talking about her. So I don't know why you bother. It doesn't earn you any brownie points. Oh, that's cool. You do red. Gotcha. I've had red hair before, and when I bleached my hair, it definitely turned red. And blonde parts of it. I don't know when it starts growing in. It's going to look really interesting for sure. But yeah, as of so far, the short hair has been the easiest for me. I can just run my fingers through it, like wet it, run my fingers, put my little product on it, and go. What? Got a bowl cut? I didn't have a bowl cut. How do you figure that's a bowl cut? Where's the bowl? The bowl is supposed to go like around your head, like down to here, with lots of hair here. And then you cut it, and it's like Buster Brown. Remember that shoe brand, Buster Brown? That's what they used to call it, a Buster Brown haircut. This is not Buster or Brown here. This is more like Pink, or I don't mean Pink Lady Look. I mean Pink the singer. Or I'm trying to think of who else has really short hair. Oh my goodness. Maybe like thinking to Stop the Insanity girl on the side here. Stop the Insanity. Susan Powder. But there was another person that has really short hair. Who is it? Well, Miley Cyrus got a real short haircut at one point, too. I'm happy for KCL wearing red wigs. He dresses up like a woman. I mean, I think, yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do. Doesn't affect me. Jamie Lee Curtis does have short hair. That's true. Lots of women do. I don't know. And some people look good in it, and some people look better with long hair. I like me with short hair. I have a good shaped face that God gave me, so to me it's pretty cool looking. But mostly it's Mostly it is just easier to take care of. Okay, I'm turning around, going back the other way. No, I knew who you meant, storyteller, Jamie Lee Curtis. Wow, it is such a beautiful day today. And it's comfortable. I looked at the temperature and it said 65 degrees. And then you know how it shows you the other temperatures as the day goes on? 65, 72, 81. I'm like, oh, I'm getting out there. It's nice out right now. Absolutely no way am I waiting until it's 80 something degrees. I might pick some more apples too. But I don't know. I haven't used the ones I got. I probably shouldn't. I'll just wait. Not unless there's some red ones on the tree, and I doubt that. The one that was red the other day had wormholes in it, so I didn't end up eating that one. I threw it out. That's the problem with natural apples. You'll get natural stuff inside the apples. But at least they're not sprayed with pesticides. So I learned something about salt this morning. Oh, you can keep your 90. Yuck. No, I would not do well in Florida. I've already been to Florida twice, and I did not handle the heat very well. So I learned something about salt. Well, first of all, regular salt is not healthy at all. It's got sodium chloride in it. Sodium chloride is not healthy in the body, and it impedes other processes in your body. So you should apparently be eating Celtic salt, because Celtic salt contains minerals, like 80 something minerals, 82 minerals or something, 82% minerals or something like that. And so it helps everything get into your bloodstream that needs to be there and helps you be healthy. And apparently Himalayan salt is similar. It's got like 75 minerals in it. So that's good for you too. But the sodium chloride table salt, bad. Thumbs down on that. Yeah, and I've got to get the salt out of my out of my eating habits. I like flavorful stuff, but table salt, no. Bad plan, and not so much of any other salt either, just a little bit. Even the Celtic salt or the Himalayan salt, you're not supposed to eat a lot of it at once, just like a couple crystals of it. So I can do that, and I can salt my stuff with Celtic salt. I have no problem with that. I'm gonna walk up this road and walk back a little. Oh, excuse me, I had to yawn. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, I was just watching this lady. I can't remember her full name, but it's Barb something. And she tells about how salt affects the body. But she also says to lower your carbs, and I don't agree with that. So I don't advise that. As long as it's healthy carbs, eat them. Potatoes, rice. But what I am learning is I cannot, absolutely not eat carb foods in the morning or during the day when I need my brain to function, because I will fall asleep. So yeah, I can't. There's certain foods I can eat and certain foods I can't, but like heavy foods like potatoes, rice, that kind of stuff, within about 15-30 minutes I will be looking for the bed. Can't do that. So I have my cereal in the morning. Cereal does not bother me if it's like a healthy grain, like bran or something like that. Oats are debatable. Sometimes oats make me sleepy too. I just have to be real careful to eat things and pay attention to what my body's doing after I eat them. I've been making this cheesy chickpea sauce, and it doesn't have cheese in it. It has what do you call it? Nutritional yeast in it. You take chickpeas with the juice that's in the can, pour it in a pan, warm it up, and then kind of stir it around while the chickpeas cook and get soft. And then you smash them up with I use a plastic potato masher because I don't want to wreck my pan. Smash it all up like that and add I add turmeric for yellow color, so you trick your mind into thinking it's cheese. I like cheese. And you also put the nutritional yeast in it. and just mash it all up like that. And then a little bit of flour of some kind, like wheat flour, or I use almond flour if I have it. Just smash it up. And then once it's all cooked and it's like that gooey consistency, you can put it on potatoes, rice, even bread if you want to make a chickpea cheese sandwich. And yeah, eat it up. Delicious. Very, very tasty. It's a good cheese sauce substitute, and it is good for dipping things in, like vegetables or healthy chips if you have to have your chips. What about Riverdance? Oh, Celtic salt and Riverdance. That's funny, Gladys. That was really funny. People throwing out car batteries. Interesting. See? Car batteries on the side of the road. Alrighty then. I don't really throw anything out to the side of the road. For one thing, I have to walk down that huge path in order to do it, so who has energy or time for all that later? I don't. I'll just have Roland take it with him when he goes. Called the haunted house. I don't believe in hauntings, but that's on my street. There's a creepy house down here. That air feels so good to breathe without smog in it. Oh, we had that awful fire, smog, smoke stuff from Canada for a long time, and I couldn't really breathe very well. Thank you for the thumb, by the way, whoever gave it to me. I appreciate you promoting my weekly channel. I don't know, the fact is I would come on live a lot more often if I was able to, if there were people that actually watched me and cared what I had to say. But I know better, and people work during the day, so it's whatever. I have all kinds of people emailing me saying, we can help promote your channel. We noticed that your views are down, blah, blah, blah. I'm not paying you to promote my channel. Promote my life, my real life. You can help me get a job in my field, and we'll talk. Oh, no, I don't do keto. I'm absolutely against keto. Keto gave me fatty liver disease. No, I do not advise keto at all. I do not give people that recipe anymore. Nope. All that cheese, you don't want fatty liver. You don't want your liver not to be able to do what it's made to do, which is metabolize things. So no keto pizza for me. Absolutely not. I just eat whole grain pizza crust now. Try to make it myself. Or cauliflower crust, even better. Yeah, no, I would feel awful advising anybody to do that. Absolutely not. I get very worried about anything that causes damage to the organs, because every organ in your body has a reason for being there. Yeah, I follow some really good whole food plant-based people. Plantiful Kiki is the name of one of them. She may have a pizza crust on her channel. I'm really not sure. Ooh, I do see one red apple here. I wonder if it'll be able to be gotten. It's way up there. It's way, way up there. Let me see. If I could lower it down and get the apple, I don't know. Kinda. Okay, hold on, guys. That didn't work very well. I just pulled almost half the branch off the tree. I was trying to get the red apple. Nope, no red apple for me. Just a green one today. All the red ones are up too high. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, bummer. Okay, well, it was very nice of them to let me pick the apples, though. I got a green one. I don't know if there's any wormies in it. It looks like there might be a wormhole. You don't want to eat it if there's a wormhole for sure. Oh, that's kind of red. All the red ones have wormholes. Why? Okay. See? That's a sour apple. Although that one's not very sour, so I don't think they're meant to be sour. Mm-mm. It's actually pretty yummy. Mm-hmm. Good morning meal. I'll eat it till I see something that's suspect. Or sus, as we say. Apples are a good source of fiber. And these apples are fresh and not sprayed with pesticides. Best kind. Fresh off the apple tree. Juicy too. Yummy, yummy. I got some at home in my fridge. I'm probably gonna cook them a little bit. Add some caramel sauce to them. Maybe throw them in with something. I don't know what. Put them on my cereal, maybe. Those would be good. They're very delicious apples. Oh man, now it's getting warm. Probably because I'm walking. So I was thinking about YouTube and the latest happenings that have been going on for, probably as long as I've kind of pulled away from YouTube. And so I sit in rooms and I listen to the banter back and forth. Okay, I get it. Y'all just need to have a lot to say back and forth, and it makes you feel better to let your frustrations out. More power to you. I'm still trying to figure out when the closure is going to come, because it doesn't seem to ever come. It just seems like one person gets angry and yells this, the other person gets angry and yells that, and it just goes back and forth, and the next person makes a channel about that person, and then they make a channel about the other person, but nothing's ever resolved. I guess I'm just wanting some resolution. Like, okay, you told me how you feel. I told you how I feel. What do we do from here? Are we going to be friends? Are we going to be enemies? Are you going to stay over in your lane and I stay in mine? I don't know, my husband and I were talking about how lately we've been having a lot of really adult conversations. As soon as I get to the shade, I'll read your comment, Patty. And adult conversations consist of each person sharing their views, and that you can both agree on. Problem is, that's very lacking over here on our section of YouTube. Okay, let me look at your comment. Because I'd be dealing with a lot of very shocking things. Things that people do to other people. The atrocities that they put people through, old and young, are very shocking. The only ones they're not talking to are people that enjoy that stuff. And people that do that stuff. Whose conscience is seared. That's what the Bible says. Their conscience is seared. So they can just put you through the most atrocious situations and think nothing of it, have no feeling, no remorse, no guilt. Um, whereas in my case, I would have a job where um, my job would be to help the people, but not to take on their issues as my own, because I would go crazy. I'd be seeing so many people a day, and they'd have so many different issues that I wouldn't be able to function if I, absorbed all of that. So, as I told the interviewer yesterday, I said, the way that I've handled, life. Oops, sorry. Connected, I guess, isn't that, and work in my field. And thanks to Topamax years ago, 2009, I'm not able to do that. I can't take on people's feelings. Get out of here, bug. I am unable to. It's not that I'm unable to empathize. I'm unable to empathize and hold on to what I'm empathizing about. So I can actually experience or go through something with someone and feel awful for them, and definitely empathize and sympathize with them, but I don't carry it around with me. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold on to things that can cause negative things in me. So I would be really perfect for any job in that type of field. I don't think people who do hold on to things like that could thrive in that sort of thing. Eats the bug. I'm not eating the bug. It's biting me too, whatever it is. It has wings. It's like a little brown. Not fun. They always joke about Midwest bugs, that they're so big that they could pick you up and carry you off. More like southern things like Florida and things like that, but I've heard it said about Midwest too. And honestly, the bugs are not big here. They just bite hard. Checking my mail. I doubt I have anything. No, I don't. We got all the mail all week. Good deal. So, anyway. Whew. I am heading back up my driveway, and look who's here. Look who that is. Meech. Meech. It's funny because the person that interviewed me for one of the jobs I applied for, her name was Meech. Oh, man. She was Hispanic. No, I hear you, Gladys. That would be a great solution, wouldn't it? If I could just eat them before they eat me. No. I'm not going to eat bugs. That's just gross. Whew, man. I'm always glad when I see this driveway I get to walk up and go home. I'll show you these lovely chairs that my ex left here yesterday. I asked him to come and neaten the shed. Get some of this stuff out of here. Like old stinky clothes from babies. I don't have any babies. He gathers these things from the houses he fixes up. And he's just basically using my house and my shed as a dumping ground right now, and I'm not liking it. You love watching my videos. Oh, well, thank you. Tinking. Interesting name. Okay, so these are the chairs right here. And then he brought these bikes. Hi, Maverick. Mav. Hi, baby. He brought these bikes yesterday. I guess he's fixing them up or something. They both have baskets on them. One on the front, one on the back. And yeah, so not that he doesn't bring good junk here. It's just junk because it just sits around like those bikes. One of them is mine and one is not. But there's that basket of nasty clothes I told you about. And he trashed the inside of the shed. Hi, Rachel. Oh my goodness. Back so pluckily. Rachel. What's up, Mav? What's up, Mav? He's like, don't touch me. I'm on the hunt for Mimi. Hi, Meech. Weedsy Bat, hello. Wow, all my friends are coming in today. I love this. Very nice. Okay, I can take the hat off. I'm sweating now. Ooh, my hair's all sweaty and... Oh, and there's Bo, I think, behind me. Bobo! Hey, Bobo man. There he goes. There's the Bobo man. Bobo man. Oh, okay. That's cool, Tina. I'll try to remember that if you come in my chat room again. I am well. Thank you. How are you? I woke up all ready to walk because it was nice and cool according to the temperature thing. Got these little fringies sticking out here. Ugh. The joy of having curly hair that doesn't want to behave, I swear. Anyhow. How are you, Weedsy Bat? What's on tap for today? It is a beautiful weekday morning, Tuesday. It is my day. Don't miss you. Hi, Wheezy. Wheezy, did you just come in? Did I miss you somewhere along the way? I don't see you on here, Wheezy, till now. No, you didn't come in till now, did you? Well, you didn't say anything till now. I'm a-looking. That's pretty cool. I got Weedsy Bat and Wheezy in the same room at the same time. Yeah, the temperatures are much better. I can't stand that excessive humidity, heat garbage. Oh, look at Maverick likes the chair. You like that chair, Mav? These are pretty comfy chairs, I have to say. You been watching? Oh, there's Bobo. There's the Bobo man. Hey, Bo. Look at that big fluffy man with the poof poof tail. With the poof poof tail, Bobos. Oh, I love this guy. I love all my babies. All my babies. Bowie and Maverick. And where's everybody else? Where is everyone? I don't even know where they went. Oh, Michi. Momo's missing. She's probably in the house, though. Yeah, I can't do heat. You keep your Houston heat, your Hawaii heat, your Florida heat, California heat, whatever. Keep it all over there. I don't want any. Come here, my Michi. Come here. Come on. Come on, girl. Up. Up. There you go. There you go. Yeah, egg and sperm donors. That's exactly it. Yep. You see, I still have my Camry back there that the bottom tore out of. I'm so upset about that. Oh, makes me so mad. Stupid Instacart. I guess it did serve its purpose while I did it, but it ruined my car. But I still have it till I sell it or trade it in or whatever you do with them. Somebody told me I should trade it in and take the money for that and the SUV and get a brand new, not brand new, but a new, different vehicle. Well, if I get this job that I'm waiting on, I might have to do that because it requires travel. Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. If not this job, there's another one for me somewhere. Somewhere, some way. Too bad I can't be like, what's his name? Pee-wee, P something. The guy that was the famous gamer that made like tons of money gaming, doing stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I would love to be able to just make money on YouTube and not have to worry about jobs outside the home. That would be great, but nope. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't have enough of a following anymore. And that's okay. I'm glad to have a few very faithful, loyal friends that never turned on me than to have all the ones back that did. Yeah, Rachel, I was just saying I went for an interview in my field yesterday, in my job field, and the lady said there's absolutely no reason why you should not be working in this field. So, yeah. Meech me. Come on. Why don't you just stay up and stop getting down? Stay up here, girl. Stay up here. Be the star of the show, Meechy. Yeah, my beautiful Meech me. You're gonna get down again, or are you gonna sit? No, you're gonna get down and probably come back and try to get up again. Silly girl. Anyway. Wheezy, was that a Y yes or a Y as in why? I don't know. Thank you for all the thumbs. Wow. 9 people, 5 thumbs. Those are good odds. Thank you, thank you. Promote the channel. Send it around so people can join us on Tuesday and walk with us. Help somebody improve their health, you know. Bobo Man! Bowie likes all the junk here because he can sit up on top of it. Hi, beautiful man. Hi, the beautiful man. You're so handsome. Yeah, you pretty boy. Oh, big yawn. That says that he feels confident and comfortable. When a cat yawns like that, that usually means they're comfortable with you. They're saying, I like you. I like this. That's very nice. Ooh, look at this pretty scenery here. You can see it through the chair. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trees. Oh, accident. Okay, gotcha. No problem. So, today feels like a weekend day to me, but I know it's not. So I probably should go and apply for some more jobs today, most likely. I'm just kind of wondering if I'm going to hear back from any of the ones I applied to yet. I have applied to many. I might call up the temp agency and let them know I'm available in case they have any temp jobs. I just don't want to get involved in a contract temp job and end up getting an actual job and having to leave because they throw such a stink about that. You're waiting for fall? Yeah, I hear you there. Fall is beautiful with all the colored leaves and the cool temperatures. Oh, yes. Beautiful fall. This chair is pretty cool, though. It's got an awning over it. Pretty nice, so the sun doesn't beat down on you. And it's got a nice tall back on it. Pretty interesting type of chairs. I've never seen them before. But leave it to my ex to find stuff. That's what he does. And they're actually reclining chairs, too. At least the other one is, anyway. I don't think this one is, but the other one is a recliner. The one that Maverick's sitting on. Ugh. You guys have to carry the conversation a little bit. I'm out of things to say. I don't know. My brain is just like, oh, it's so peaceful. Just rest. Don't talk. Just rest. Very meditative. Aw, thank you. Me too. Thank you, Wheezy. I love it too. Yeah, I'm thinking of like making it grow for the winter and then cutting it again in the summer. I might go that route. I don't know. What I like about it is it covers the bald spots. All the curlies can cover in the bald spots. You know, you can't control balding unless you take biotin, and right now I don't have money for biotin, so. Yeah, I gotcha. I knew what you meant, Wheezy. It's okay. I knew you weren't questioning it. That's funny. I just got a message. 7:30, walk a mile. You're a little late. I already did that. Already walked a mile. Walked my morning mile. That's what I'll call it, my morning mile. And then you just get to sit and chill for a little bit. Thanks, Wheezy. Thank you, Tina. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad that that helped you. The sad thing is when people ask me about things in my videos, it was so long ago that I don't remember a lot of that information. I literally have to go back and rewatch them to discuss it with them. Because I haven't run into narcissists in that capacity where I befriended them and gotten up close and personal with them. I know better. If I sense somebody's narcissistic, I just fade into the distance. I don't want to tangle with those people. I don't. And some people will be like, well, that's objectifying, saying those people or them people or, you people. I am objectifying because narcissists, I'm talking about the creature of the narcissist, is not a fun person to tangle with. So I objectify them in the sense of if they stay in that form, yes. I have to see them as little fleas that I flick off. So that's, in a sense, objectifying. So how do you solve your problem with a narcissist? You re-objectify them. They try to objectify you, you objectify them in a sense. Not in a mean sense, not like, well, you don't matter and you're not human, so I don't mean it that way. I mean, you see them as the annoying flea pests that they are, and you either go flick or you back away from them and get away from the situation. You learn the traits. You go over the 9 traits of narcissism, and if they exhibit several of them, they say 5 of them, they can be diagnosed as a narcissist. I don't wait for the 5 of them. As soon as I start seeing signs that somebody does not care about me and constantly talks about themselves, seems to be picking my brain for way too much information way too soon, I back away. I'm like, yeah, this person's going to get information out of me and then use it against me later, and nobody needs that. What, Micha? Stay with me, girl. Don't keep getting up and down. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay, girl. Just stay with mommy. You don't have to leave. I'm trying to think of some of the other traits. A lot of people that talk like in third person, like I heard somebody do this recently, actually on YouTube, where they said, we'll call him Fred, even though there's nobody on YouTube named Fred, which is good. Somebody's talking and they say, well, this person said this, but Fred doesn't like that, meaning they don't. Instead of saying, I don't like that, they say Fred, their name. Fred doesn't like that, or Fred doesn't do things like that. A lot of times those people that third person a lot are narcissistic. So watch for that. Very soon repair things with your daddy. Huh? I don't know what that means, Weezy. Very soon repair things with your daddy? I hope somebody can repair things with their daddy or their mom or whoever, egg donor, sperm donor, if they are narcissists. They can be repaired at least to an extent where you're at least speaking once in a while, maybe somewhat civilly. It's hard. Narcissists are a whole different creature. They're human, yes, but some of their what are you doing, Bo? Bo sees something. Some of their characteristics are very disturbing and disconcerting and troubling. Bobo man, what do you see over there? Is there another kitty maybe? I don't know, he went over beyond the junk pile to see whatever was lurking in the bushes behind the fence. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, no contact with dad. No, she doesn't have to repair that. If he's narcissistic and abusive, she does not need to repair that relationship, in my opinion. In fact, it would not be a good idea. Keep the distance. You can be civil with somebody. You don't have to have an up-close and personal relationship with somebody that's abusive. And I advise you not to, so. Yeah, and that's part of, if I get this new job, I'll be dealing with a lot of abuse situations. Meech is in your chair. I don't think Meech is in your chair. That is Maverick. That's not Meech. Meech is over here. Where you going, Meech? Me? She's like, I'm heading off into the sunset here, Mom. There she is. They like sitting on those boards that are in the grass. We laid those out as actual boards years ago, and they just sort of grew into the grass, and Matthew's never picked them up off of there. So it kind of acts as a little bit of a patio to put the vehicles on. Where you going, Bobo Man? He's sniffing for something. Digging for moles and mice, probably to hunt. Maverick. He's like, what has he got? I want one too. Goofy cats. Oh, before he passes away. Yeah, well, unless when you go and visit the narcissistic father or mother, if you go and visit them in their dying days and they constantly harass you and abuse you, like verbally, you might want to put a little bit of distance there at least. But at least give them, I agree with Wheezy that if you can, give them a little bit of time at least to talk to them. And as soon as they start getting abusive, you can say, hey, I don't deserve that. I'm here to visit you. I want to have a nice conversation. If you're incapable of that, I understand that's, your ability or whatever. I'm going to stay for a few minutes and then I'm going to leave because I can only handle being downgraded and talked down to and feeling less than for so long. And then I'll come back tomorrow. That's how you do that in very small increments. Because honestly, Wheezy, if you go in to visit somebody, like, for instance, they're dying in a hospital or a nursing home, and as soon as you come in the door, they're like, what do you want? Why are you here? You never visited me when I was not sick. Now you're coming because I'm dying? You really feel that bad? I don't believe it. If that's what you're greeted with, you don't want to be around that person for very long. Or, where's your sister? She always did better by me than you did. She's successful. What happened to you? I told you you should have done this or that. Who wants to hear that for any length of time? If you have a strong skin and you can walk in there while that's going on and you can tell yourself, this is not about me, this is about them. They are the ones with the problem. Then you can handle something like that. But if you're very sensitive and you tend to take things personally, you probably don't want to be around anybody or in the presence of anybody that's constantly downgrading you like that. Oh, wow. Yes, the triangulation. I know all about that, Tina. That happens a lot on YouTube, too, by the way, especially with women. One woman is friends with another woman, and they introduce, okay, A, B, and C. A and B are besties, okay? And B decides, let's bring C into this. And I'll introduce her to A. So A, B, and C are friends, and all of a sudden, A is knocked out of the ballpark and not part of the group anymore because B and C decide they like each other better. Yeah, triangulation happens with women all the time. That's why I can tell you, I raised 4 girls. And every time, if there were like 2 of them, no problems. 4 of them, no problems. 3 daughters in one household, one always got triangulated right out of the picture. Now, it could switch. It could be the youngest one or maybe the middle one. Rarely the oldest one, but sometimes that would happen. That's a big reason why we ended up having Amber. After I had Anna, Randy, and Carol, Anna, and Randy, I had Amber to kind of balance it out. Because I noticed constant triangulation going on because there were 3. One always gets cut out. At least that's my experience. It might not be yours, but I've never seen groups of 3 women or girls work out well. I just haven't. The 3 Musketeers is a myth. It's a hopeful myth. In my life, anyhow. Yeah, triangulation is pretty mean. And it does happen on a regular basis on YouTube. It's happened throughout the years. It's happened to me. It's happened to other people. It's still happening now. Moral of the story, if you have a bestie, do not introduce her to the other person you really like. Because chances are she gonna hook up with Boo and leave you out. True story. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you have like three people, three women, females that get along well, and they're like closely close, that's a miracle. Then you are truly blessed. I have rarely ever seen that work. Just my opinion, though, for whatever it is worth. I love the chiropractor channel, Bob and Brad's. Bob and Brad's famous something chiropractor, physical therapist. Bob and Brad, the world's most famous physical therapist on the internet. And then they come on and they say, "Hi, I'm Bob and I'm Brad, and we are the world's most famous physical therapists on the internet." And then Brad says, "In our opinion, of course, Bob." So that was my opinion about triangulation. Take it or leave it. It's fine. That's just what I've experienced. I can only talk about my reality of my experiences, just like you can. And everybody's is different, and sometimes they're the same. But I do notice that as a pattern. Purple Orchid! Hi! I watch your channel from time to time as well. Good stuff on there, Purple. You've definitely been through the ringer, and it's nice to be sharing your information with people because they can benefit a lot from learning how you've overcome the things you have. That's why I want this job too, because I can help other people overcome some of the things I've been through. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, keep it up. Very, very good channel. And yeah, thank you for the comment on my hair. Yeah, Gladys, it does. It really does. We have a lot of very strong personalities on YouTube, women wise. Well, and men too. But I'm talking about the females here. And they're not little, most of them are not little wimpy women. They're very strong willed um, bulldogs. When they feel wronged, you hear about it. And you hear about it loudly and angrily. And it's hard because, especially in triangulation situations, there doesn't seem to really be a resolution other than the two go off on their own and leave the third one behind. It's very hard to get three women in the same spot to get along for any length of time. Like I said, my experience. But if it's working for you, yay. You are an exception to my experience then. And I'm happy. But yeah, strong, strong women on here. And then you get the whiny women on here who just whine about everything and just, I don't know. I can't deal with the over emotional stuff. I'm not that type. Some people have said I act more masculine than I do feminine. I'm not frilly, ruffly, lacy. Though I do like ruffles and lace, only to an extent. I like a little bling bling here and there. I like flowers. But this wimpy, I can't say wimpy because then they get insulted. You hurt my feelings. You called me wimpy. I'm not wimpy. I'm emotional. Okay, be emotional. I don't deal with it well. I mean, if it's genuine emotions, that's fine. I understand sometimes you cry like if somebody passes away or you got to put your dog down or something like that. Of course, you're upset. That's genuine. But these women that are just, they have that personality where everything is a crisis, I don't deal well with that. If it's a genuine crisis, yes, but making everything drama and chaotic and crisis just so you have something to whine about. I'm not the one. Do not come to me with that stuff. Because I will tell you to to set goals and start working towards your goals. Positivity, positive mindset. You do all that negative, you're just going to keep bringing negativity to you. Not the law of attraction, just common sense, in my opinion. Me. So if you're miserable, surround yourself with anything that's lovely. I mean, look at my situation. I've been through 3 floods now in this house, and it's falling apart in some ways, but I have thrown carpets over things. I have put paint jobs on things. It's beautiful for me compared to how it was. You can beautify any situation, pretty much any situation. As long as you have enough freedom to work with it and be creative, you can make it nice for yourself. Just find something beautiful that you like. Any little thing. And enjoy it. Really enjoy it. That's the problem with narcissists too. They never, as I say, arrive. Yes, live in the moment. I'm a moment liver. Yes. Purple orchid, yes. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday about how they asked me what I interview and am I excited about the job, and I didn't really show a lot of excitement like some of my other jobs. One of the retail jobs I was going to get, I was super excited about it. You guys heard about that, and it didn't work out because I walked out because I won't be abused by anybody, a boss or otherwise. It's not going to happen. I'm better than that. um but I was super excited about it, and I showed it. I was like, oh, I got the job, woo. And then I was like, yeah, I can't with the abuse stuff. Nope, not gonna do it. Not even gonna start. And I think maybe, I don't think that's what deflated my sales to the point where when I went for this interview, I was not as seemingly excited. I think what it is I do really live in the moment. Whatever I'm feeling is what's coming out of here and in here. Um, what I was feeling yesterday is, wow, this is huge. If I get this job, that means tons of training, hours and hours, like over 60 hours of training, and a lot of really intense situations, but I'm going to be helping people. And I think it's kind of humbling, and I think that's why I didn't react like overly emotional, because I was just like thinking really deeply about it. And I am very, very much a moment person. And I'm a risk taker. I was always the good for the time friend. Other two would have them. Gotcha. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting place to be in, Tina, for sure. Yeah, it works for me. Other people don't understand it sometimes, but I'm a risk taker. So my theory on this job is if I get it, awesome and very overwhelming, and I'll enjoy every moment of the training, every moment of the job. I will really pour myself into it. And while I'm there at the job and the training, I'm going to be present, very present in that moment, in those moments for those people, for me while I'm learning. And then I'll go home and I'll be everything I need to be for Matthew to the best of my ability. If I go visit my daughter, I'll be everything I need to be as a mom. I'm just who I am in the moment. I don't try to think too far ahead because that overwhelms me. And there's so many possibilities of what could loom ahead. You don't know till you get there. I won't know till I get there. If somebody says, oh, are you excited about the job? I have mixed feelings. That's what I always say. And the reason I say that is I'm not having hesitancy about the job. I literally have mixed feelings. I'm excited. I'm concerned. I'm a little scared. Um, Anticipatory. There's all kinds of feelings that I have about starting something new, anything new, any type of change. And I guess I'm just really blatantly honest about how I feel and how things affect me. And that's what people hear. And then they're like, well, you're not as excited as I thought you would be. But I am excited, but I'm all kinds of other things, all mixed up in with the excitement. So, mixed feelings. Very much so. The other job, the retail job, I knew exactly what that was as far as I know retail. I'm not saying I knew exactly what that job was. And there was still a certain element of me of, well, I'll just go to the interview, and if I get the job, we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But not like this job. This job is in my field. So this is a big, huge thing for me. It's very mixed feelings, altogether mixed feelings, because I've never ever done this to this capacity. So if I get this job and I start that training, wow, it's going to be like huge for me. People don't know how huge that is. I got my master's degree and graduated magna and summa cum laude, I guess that's how you say it, years ago, back in 2014, I believe, is my graduation from master's, or from obtaining my master's degree. And all those years since 2014, I have been trying to get into my field and not been able to. So yeah, if I get this job, it's huge. It's like, wow, I'm finally where I need to be, where I want to be. So yeah, let's talk about narcissists. They never arrive. They never enjoy the moment because in their mind it's never good enough. It's never enough. It's never enough money, never enough accolades, never enough fame. There's always that next thing they got to get to. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for goals, because if you know me, you know I'm a goal setter, goal achiever. I'm all about that. But enjoy once you've actually achieved. Once you get a prize in a race, hold that thing to your heart and say, hey, hold it up. I did this. I did this. Yay, me. You know, and if you're a godly person, thank you, Father, for this wonderful award. Thank you for the abilities to do this and the strength to achieve this. Here's to more wonderful moments, you know, wonderful accomplishments. But make sure you celebrate the accomplishments. Even like with weight loss. Every time you lose a pound, celebrate that. If you gain a pound, celebrate the efforts you made. Don't downgrade yourself. Don't put yourself down and say, oh man, I gained 5 pounds. Big deal. Now you got a chance to lose 5 pounds. Everything is progress. Everything is a prize. See life as a reward. Don't constantly put yourself down. Don't feel like you're never going to make it. Don't feel like because you had a slip up that all is lost. That's how dieters keep gaining the weight back. That's why I'm not 200 something pounds anymore. Because I stopped saying, oh, well, I ate on the weekend, so I'm just going to keep on eating. Who cares? No, I don't do that anymore. If I ate something on the weekend that's not on plan, I say, ooh, that tasted delicious, but let's not do that this week. Let's not keep sabotaging ourselves so it's back and forth, back and forth. You got this. You know what to do it. You know? I don't punish myself for setbacks. I just don't. Big deal. And if I did somehow balloon back out to over 200 pounds, I still love myself. I'm still a special person. I still can try to get the weight off. I mean, what if you're losing weight? What if you get down to your ideal weight? You get some kind of maybe a thyroid disease, or some organ has to be removed, and you're going to be fat the rest of your life and there's nothing you can do, but you'll still be healthy, but you'll be overweight more than you were. Are you going to hate yourself? Are you going to just say, well, man, I'm just an awful person now. I'm not as good as when I was thin. No, you're going to find other things that make you shine. You're going to say, okay, so I'm not able to lose the weight because my body has this disease or disorder. What can I do to shine? You're going to take up painting. You're going to do diamond painting. You're going to go and take up a dancing class. Whatever, you're going to find something you shine in that you love, that makes you feel good about yourself. Because you're a good person. At any weight, any height, any ability. I've been really watching, and you guys know I do this from time to time. I've been watching a lot of videos about people that don't have arms and legs. People that maybe they just have a torso. Whatever. It's real. Babies are born that way, and they grow into adults that are that way. Should they feel like they're less of a person because they have less body parts? No. They should just work with what they have. Maybe their mind is very sharp and they can calculate like none other, and they become amazing scientists. We have the internet now. We have computers. You don't have to be seen physically to do things. So how do you know who you're talking to on the other end of that computer or that phone? You don't know what they look like. They might just be a head and a torso talking to you, for all you know. Does that mean they didn't do something with their lives, that they just gave up and said, well, I can't walk and I can't feel things with my arms because I don't have any, so I'm just going to give up on life? No, they found a job they could do where they didn't have to feel self-conscious, and they can help people and they can feel good inside because they still got a heart. They still have a conscience. They still have esteem to go on through life. You don't know what life holds. You've got to feel good in here no matter what curveball life throws you, because it's going to throw you some curves. It just does. Everything in life is not perfect. If it was, it would probably be pretty boring. Anyway, yeah. That's how I feel. That's why I keep overcoming stuff. You've seen me shot down on here over and over. 2 years in a row. My reputation was smeared all over the flipping ground. And usually in November seems to be the month. Here's hoping next November isn't like that, but I'm not on here enough to really have that happen. I mean, it could happen, but I'm not going to probably pay attention to it, so it's not going to bother me. Um, but 2 years in a row, I was smeared all over, and you see me still sitting here talking to you happily, in better shape than I was 2 years ago, physically and mentally and emotionally and psychologically. Because I don't stay down. You can kick me down, but I'm not staying down there. I will get back up every time. I'm like that boxer, wrestler, whatever, that gets pinned to the ground, and bam, I'm going to pop right back up. I call myself a Weeble. Do you guys remember those little toys? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah, that's me. Or that song, I get down, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Yeah, my theme song probably to an extent. I'm going to keep getting up because there's more life to live. There's more things to look forward to. There's more things I can do. So, think about that. You don't know what life holds for you. If you get in some terrible accident, Yahweh forbid, but if you did, you still got to go on living if you live through it. You're going to wake up in that hospital bed and you're going to maybe have less limbs or a body that doesn't function the way it used to. You've got to find something you can do. Have the can do attitude and the will do attitude, and you will. That's just how it is. That's me. That's how I am. My dad is the same way. My dad is an overcomer. He's been knocked down a lot in life. He lives a little bit more in fantasy land than I do, but I prefer reality to fantasy most of the time, which is why I don't understand stuff on YouTube, because it just doesn't accomplish anything. But it is interesting to watch sometimes. It's very entertaining. And then I just shake my head and say, I don't get what that was all about. What did they accomplish? What goal did they reach? Did they come to an understanding? I've never, I won't say never. There have been times in the past, back when, okay, I'm going to say it. Back when Pandora and I were friends. Analyzer was her name back then. We had times when we would mediate between people and they would chat back and forth, and then at the end of things, the people would say, well, yeah, I didn't see it that way. I understand now where you're coming from. And either they would part amicably and go their own ways, or they would say, hey, let's just put it behind us and move on. That doesn't happen anymore on here. Now it's just, you said this and I did that, and then nothing comes of it. And that frustrates me because I like closure and I like resolution. The narcissist crawl out of the woodwork in November. Probably true. Oh, wow. So you get it, Tina. Exactly. Exactly. However, if you eat whole food plant-based, you'll lose some of the weight. And you'll feel a lot better, too. My opinion. My experience. Definitely. I remember, not to change the subject, but to change the subject. I remember back when I started this in November of 2022. Within 2 weeks, I was absolutely amazed at the energy I had. I was sleeping better. I was clearer minded. Getting all the animal fat out of my diet made a huge difference. I do have to keep up on my B12, although my B12 was excessively high when it was checked on the blood work by my doctor. So I have to be careful of that. Oh, hold on a second. My alarm's going off. Go away. Stop. Oh, my goodness. It's not letting me get to it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so you have more time to grow your garden. That's really nice. Look at that sun coming out. Ugh, I'm going to get up and move because it's like right in my face. And I can't see, and I'll be squinting like that. Ugh. Okay, let's go where it's a little shadier here. That's really good, Tina, that you found a way to train that is easier for you and beneficial and healthy. I'm glad. Let's check for cucumbers, guys. I'm trying not to be all over the place in my topics, but things come to mind. And oh, look at that cucumber under there. Woo, that's a nice one. That's a very nice one, but I'm going to probably leave it there and let it grow a little bit more. No, those are not ants on the cucumber. I thought they were at first, but oh, no, leave the froggy alone. Leave the froggy alone. It's just a frog, Meech. Look at that big toad. Is that a hoppy toad? Hi, toad. Hi. Hello, you hopping in my garden? You're welcome. You can come to my garden anytime. Let's see. I really do sometimes feel like I'm the living version of Snow White. As a kid, I thought I was Cinderella. But I feel like I'm Snow White now. I'm just so happy about life most of the time, you know? I'm just a happy person, a positive person. I feel like I can make a difference in somebody's life that's not so happy. Okay, I'm back in my gazebo. No, don't eat the frog. We don't want her to eat the frog. No, no, no. What you doing, Meech me? She's like, should I come in? Come on in, girl. Here comes Mabby. Look at how they follow me like the Pied Piper. Mom's over here, so we're all coming over here and congregating. There's Momo. There's Maverick, and there's Meech. And Bo is out and around somewhere, probably hunting innocent creatures like he does. I'm debating whether to water my garden because it looks like it's still kind of damp. I don't want to overwater. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to let that cucumber continue to grow. See what becomes of it. All right. So, ooh, sheriff driving down the street. Wonder what's up. Maybe just scoping out the area. Moke, you can come in. Moke, Moke, you can come in here, girl. Poor Moke. Moke's a little bit blind. She's getting old. I feel bad for her. I don't like it when they can't see anymore like they used to. But it happens. We age and things happen. So enjoy it. While life is going on, enjoy it. Well, that's all I got, y'all. We can continue talking if you come up with some topics you want me to discuss. Gladys, you're usually pretty good at coming up with the topics. Go for it. Anyway, I do want to say this. Since I've already mentioned her name once and she said I had her permission to mention her name. Pandora, you are an excellent mediator. Stick with that. Don't make videos that are negative about people, and this is my opinion. Stick with mediating between people. You are dynamic at it. You are able to get each person to talk and hear them out, and you're just great at mediating. You always have been. I've told you that in the past. You would say I'm more vegan. Definitely more vegan. I don't eat, although I'm not vegan in the sense of if I have something I own and it has leather in it, I'm gonna freak out over it. I'd probably get rid of it and not wear it, but I'm not like checking every single label of everything I already possess. I won't purposely buy something that's made from animals. But if I have something made from animals and I find out about it, I'll just get rid of it. I won't go ballistic over it and lose my cool. I'll just get rid of it. So I'm not like obnoxious vegan. I'm not to the point where I'm going to make somebody uncomfortable and go crazy over something and be horrified about it. If I am, I don't usually make a big stink of it. I'll just say, hey, that's made of an animal and it makes me uncomfortable and it makes me sad for the animal. Like, I'll hear people all the time talking about, oh, I just went out for pork chops, and I'll be like, poor pig. I'll be thinking of Sammy the Hammy, rest his soul. He passed away finally. Um, and it will seriously bother me. But I'm not going to make a big argument over it at the dinner table if somebody says, you know, hey, I went out for a pork dinner the other night. It's going to bother the heck out of me. I'm just not going to make it a um, big episode of it. But yeah, I would think people would consider me vegan. Hey, 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 be nice. You too? Come here, Moke Moke. It's okay. Don't feel like you gotta stay outside. And Michi, you be nice. She's so mean. I'm gonna do what I used to do with my kids. Come here, Momo. Come here, Gok. Come here, baby. You're okay. You're okay, Moke Moke. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Michi, you be nice to her. Come here, you go, girl. This is what I used to do when my kids would fight. I would take the one that's being harassed and I would give them extra love. So the other one saw, hey, you don't act like that. Now you're the one on the outside, see, Meech? That's what happens. You're copping an attitude. You don't want to be around Momo, so you just put yourself outside the gazebo. Wow. People don't think cats are smart. I got the Momo. I think Bo's over there. I can't see. That hurts my neck. Anyway, yes, to answer your question, I think I would say I am way more vegan than I am vegetarian. Definitely. We say whole food plant-based. Some people say fruitarian or, what's the other word? Nutritarian. Any of those, technically. I live on fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Although not so many nuts and seeds these days, and trying to get the salt out of the plant as well. Breakfast is usually what's called Rip's Big Bowl. Rip Esselstyn is a vegan, and he eats this cereal every single day of his life, except on, so not every single day, he eats it on weekdays, and then on the weekend, one of the weekend days, I think he has pancakes or waffles that are whole food plant-based. So in the morning I get up and I have my healthy cereal with some almond milk, 3 types of fruit, usually a banana, a berry, and some other fruit. Flaxseed, like ground flaxseed, or I will also use flax chia hemp mix, which I try to ground up, but it hasn't been grinding very well. I need to get a coffee grinder so that I can really grind that stuff into a ground consistency. And then I put, what else do I put on it? Oh, I crumble up a couple walnuts on top of it. That's my breakfast. Then for lunch, well, it kind of varies, but, oh, and breakfast time, you're supposed to start the day with vegetables, according to Chef AJ. You eat your vegetables for breakfast. So usually a soup, like a lentil soup or a pea soup or something like that. I'll have that before I have my cereal. And then after that, I will have, what do you call it? A salad, maybe, if I have salad here. I'm going to start eating more raw, so I'll probably have more raw veggies in the morning than I have been. I used to have like rice or potatoes with lunch, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because it makes me so tired. Same thing with legumes like beans, lentils, kidney beans, pinto beans, butter beans, anything like that makes me exhausted. So probably save those for dinner time right before bed. That's the plan. And then dinner time, yeah, I'd have my potatoes with my beans, or my rice with my beans, or quinoa with beans. and then some kind of vegetables like usually the cruciferous vegetables are what they recommend, like your broccoli, your cauliflower, that sort of thing. Cabbage. Sometimes you have a nice soup. Just depends. But usually, yeah, vegetables, fruits in the morning, whole grains, nuts, sometimes seeds, that sort of thing. Pretty much it. And I'm very full most of the time, very satisfied. Sometimes I'm too full to eat the amount that I really need to be eating because I do track calories to an extent and definitely fats. I eat very low fat, very high carb, but natural carbs, not like cookies, cakes, pies, that kind of thing. Not that I never eat those, because I do, but I try to make my own. If I have cookies, I make the no-bake cookies with some PB2, coconut, cacao powder or cocoa powder. Mix them in a pan with some, I do use coconut oil if I'm making the no-bake cookies because I haven't figured out how to make them without the oil. And without oil in the peanut butter, you don't have that consistency to stick them together. So I'll do that. Sometimes you could do it with a flax egg. I have done that before. And I just make my own cookies and stuff. Ooh, let me show you guys this. Hold on. See if I can sneak up on it. See if it'll let me see it on camera. Where did it go? I think it's in the tree. Yeah, it's got to be in the tree. Biggest bird with big, huge wingspan. I'm hoping it actually flies again so we can see it. I don't know, it landed somewhere. Not close to here. It's up in that tree over there. Birds don't usually stay long in one spot on the tree, so maybe it'll fly again. I see the leaves rustling up there, so I'm wondering if it's up there in that one spot. Birdie, birdie! Fly again so we can see your huge wings. I'm going to try to walk across the field and see if I can see it. See if it'll fly. As long as it doesn't fly at me. Oh, you can't have soy. Okay. I do have tofu sometimes. I have had soy milk, but it's not something I buy regularly. I tend to lean towards the almond milk. Where did the birdie go? Maybe I looked in the wrong direction and it wasn't there. Maybe it flew off to the side. I don't know. I'm very curious now. I saw it fly and it was so huge and I'm like, I gotta show people this huge bird. I don't know what kind it is. Oh, there it is. It's an eagle or a hawk. What kind of bird are you? Look at you, pretty birdie. There he goes. There it goes. You guys see? It's flying away. All right. Well, it was nice to see you while you were there. I told you guys I saw it. I'm like, this bird better appear. They're going to think I'm nuts. Dee Dee's seeing birds in her head now. I'm sorry you got restricted to a lot of foods, but I understand that. Because there are certain things I have to be careful of, like eating lettuce out of my garden without washing it. Bad plan. That made my roof of my mouth feel really bad. Funky like. Anyway, that got me in some extra steps. That's a good thing. What you doing, Mav? Okay, I'm coming back, Momo. Cats are like, where'd you go, Mom? We're coming too. Oh, I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. I sometimes wonder if the reason I have insects on me all the time is the same reason I have animals following me all the time. creatures just feel comfortable around me. That's why I feel like Snow White all the time, too. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's very good to go whole food plant-based. And Tina, if you want, email me. Or if you feel comfortable, post your email address here. And I will send you some information that I use that has helped me. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do every day. I eat kind of the same way for breakfast almost every single day. I have been eating some no-bake cookies for breakfast too. Because I've been wanting cookies, so. You think you're allergic to the 21st century. Oh, yeah. I have lots of allergy reactions too, so I get it. I can see why you say that. Anywho. My cats are acting goofy this morning. Michi's just watching everything, wondering what to do next. That was not nice, Maverick. Maverick just chased Momo out of the gazebo. Maverick. I feel bad for Momo because she can't see, so she doesn't know if something's coming at her. I'm going to go check on her. Poor Moke. Maverick, you're not being nice at all, buddy. Moke, Moke. Where'd you go, Moke? What the heck? Maverick, stop. Maverick's being a bully now. Stop being a bully. Maverick? No. I think they're just playing. There goes Momo. Momo! That was pretty cool. You came galloping out of nowhere. Maverick, be nice. And these cats are neutered and spayed. Why do they behave like this, people? Why? There they go. Oh, they're playing now. Okay. That makes me feel better. They're just playing. Momo's running, and Maverick's trying to chase her. And Bo is nowhere to be seen. He's out of the fray. And here comes Mimi around the side, like, what's going on? This is kind of fun. Spectator sport. What do you think, Meech? Be careful, because Maverick's right around the corner, and he's going to jump you in a minute. Yeah, even with the human race, for sure. Let's watch the cat capers. My cats have never, these cats have never fought to the death. But when we had Neo, he definitely... Woo! Look at this. They're playing. I've never actually seen this, because I usually just put them outside and they do whatever cats do. And then I bring them in to eat. It's interesting, because Momo can hold her own. Maverick's like, nah, I'm not going to even bother. She's too tough. Oh, no, he's going to pounce on her in a minute. He's crouched down. Do you see him over here? Look at this. See him crouching over there? And here's Momo. Any minute now, he's going to jump on her through the screen. That's what he's about to do. What are you doing, Mav? I'm just being real quiet. See if they do what they do. And here comes Meech to watch everything. Cats are so interesting. Especially when they get along and they're not trying to really hurt each other. I think Maverick's just resting to gather up his energy to pounce again and chase her. zoom in a little bit. He's watching. Oh, he sees her tail. He's probably going to go after the tail if it starts moving. There we go. Was that it, Maverick? You just pounce on the tail and you're like, that's too much work. You are a funny cat, Mav. This is my little inbred trailer cat. Funny little guy. And now they're just laying there. Not harming each other at all. I didn't even need to scold him. He wasn't trying to hurt her. He was just trying to play. I didn't know because I've never seen that before. Like I said, I literally just put them out in the morning and they do whatever they do and come in and eat later. This is the first time I've actually seen them interact like that. Deja vu experience there. I don't remember why though. It's like a third deja vu on this same experience where I talked about putting cats out and not seeing what they do and then seeing what they do. Yeah, that was like several years ago I had that experience with other cats that I owned. Yeah. You tired, Mav? Did you wear yourself out, buddy? Now he'll just lay there and sleep, probably. Oh, my goodness. Check out these flowers, y'all, and then I'm going to get going because I feel like I'm running out of anything to say. So here are the lilies growing up next to my house. Aren't they pretty? Those haven't quite opened up yet, either. You going to go in, Meech me? Okay. I'm going in, too. All right. We're going to end with the lilies. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. Remember, you are like the flower, being born, growing, dying, ever-changing, and while you're here, spreading beauty everywhere. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and shalom.